Hey, welcome to Butcher Bay Rejects. I'm Mark.
I'm Greg. What's up, nerds?
How you doing, bud? How you doing?
Good. You had a busy day. You did the one job you're paid for. Now you're doing the job you're not paid for. How you feel?
Okay. Having more fun doing the job I'm not being paid for.
Ouch. Okay. All right. Well, we got episode 121 here. We'll do 2 episodes of Winning Time, The Rise of the Lakers Dynasty. 2 episodes of Heels, season 2, 5 and 6, and the new show on Disney Plus, Ahsoka. Episodes 1, 2, 3. So let's get into some Winning Time. You know, I wish about a few years ago I told you about that documentary I watched between Magic and Larry Bird. I so wish you would have seen it, because you would have understood. Like when we saw the episode, The Second Coming, we go back to Larry Bird's in French Lick, Indiana. We meet his dad. Unfortunately, his dad, committed suicide, but something he mentions in the documentary that always stuck with him is because reason why he hates racism so much is because, do you remember the moment in the episode where he's playing outside a restaurant with some black short order cooks? Well, that actually happened, and he said they're the only ones that would let me play basketball. He goes, so you better not come at me with any racist shit. Those guys, treated me well, and I became what I am because of them. So I like the fact that they incorporated that into this episode, and it just goes to show you how apart Larry Bird was from any other white guy playing at the time.
Well, yeah.
Because he played like a brother, and and even now to this day, I just saw Magic in a TikTok video. He was playing with other former players, and I'm not going to repeat the word, but they said Larry's got some N-word in him, and they all nodded in agreement. Yep. Even Magic said so. But and then the coach hour back, we see him coming to recruit Bird, telling him why he's a Celtic. I know you want to avenge that loss in university. Against Magic Johnson.
Well, he played on his emotions on that one.
Yeah.
Like seriously played on his emotions.
Yeah, and then we get we get a bit and even Magic Johnson. I like the shot of Magic Johnson at his basketball camp, and he's imagining all the kids comparing him to Larry Bird.
Yeah.
Then Jerry Buss calls up a former Flame and visits a former Flame, which gets Jeannie Buss a little jealous, I imagine, because she's
well, I mean the the whole romantic situation on that scale is just that's a train wreck waiting to happen.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Every time Jerry Buss is like talking to a lady and whatnot, it's gonna get out of hand, and it's gonna go sideways. And
this is why, kids, it doesn't matter what you look like. If you got money, you'll get all the women you want. So remember, stay in school, develop an app, get rich. You could have any woman you want. Does not matter.
Not that we condone that sort of thing.
No, not at all. No. And of course, Marshmallow. His ego is just getting worse and worse. He hires another assistant coach to, get back at Pat Riley. So I'm the coach, I'm the boss, yikes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's his insecurity running wild, right?
Yeah.
So it's like
Paul Westhead. Oh boy. And of course
he's the thing, like you saw in that scene there after the Lakers won, and he's just like arms up in the air, and he's looking at everybody's cheering at him. He's like, you love me, like. Yeah,
of course. I just like seeing the scenes of him and Jerry West are just, because Jerry's just always angry, right? He's always running hot. The fucking English teacher's coaching this goddamn team.
Yeah.
Oh, man. We need a show just about Jerry West and putting him in situations where he's just going to get angry, okay? I start to bristle every time someone talks to him. I'm like, remember the season 2 of Jessica Jones when her mother shows up, who we thought was dead?
Yeah.
And I remember telling you, or she made my skin crawl whenever she was about to get mad. It's about the same I feel about Jerry West when her reason to see someone.
Well, I mean,
it's coming,
It's not like is it going to go off? It's like, when's it going to go off?
Yeah, what level is he going to reach?
Yeah. Do we need to clear the room or the building?
Yeah. Yep, exactly. And then I guess near the end we find out that Jerry wants to sign Magic to, which was an already long 5-year contract, $25 million for 25 years, never been done in history of professional sports.
Yeah.
I love how they say we're going to keep it a secret. Okay,
Yeah, like that was ever going to happen.
Red Auerbach was the first to blurb that because he's on the committee apparently, or committee, I guess, somehow that he knew about it. And then of course, what could go wrong with the whole Lakers team knowing that, It's kind of like when Eddie Murphy, Nick Nolte was supposed to host Saturday Night Live after him and Eddie Murphy shot 48 Hours, and Nick Nolte didn't make it, insert reason, drugs, alcohol. And Eddie Murphy, a cast member, wound up hosting, and Chris Rock said to him, "Boy, I bet the other cast members love that," So it's same situation.
Well, yeah. No, I mean, when you do something like that, it's like there's no good way it's going to come out. It's coming out no matter what, but you never know. Yeah. It's never going to be in a good way.
Yeah, let's not forget $25 million in the '80s might as well be $50 million.
$25 million in the '80s. You might as well have been a billionaire.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you think back to lotteries back then. $2 million was like the highest it would hit. If it hit $5 million, it was like, ooh, that's a big one.
Yeah, and despite that large contract, at the end of that second episode, we find out he wants to be traded, right? Because he doesn't want to have, where's your place? His coach screaming at him, where's your play? And when he's full court press, he's the Magic Man, right? Why are you trying to contain him? So,
well, I mean, we got the system, and we know the system ain't gonna fucking work.
Yeah, yeah.
You got to let these guys run the ball, man. Do their thing. It reminds me of a bit of the movie Glory Road with Josh Lucas.
Yeah, I like that movie.
Where he's trying to teach them a certain kind of basketball, and they're like, "Look, coach, we can take some of that, but you got to let us on offense. You got to let us go do our thing. Like this isn't showing off. This is how we play. Let us off the hook. Let us go, and we're gonna win." And when they get to that point, we're gonna see, right?
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that because Pat Riley was a student on that team. It's funny you mentioned Glory Road.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. So, another really, really good movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, like we got a lot of talent on the team, and just let them do their thing.
Is that your favorite basketball movie?
My favorite basketball movie?
Well, mine might be Hoosiers, but Glory Road is good.
Hoosiers was good. Glory Road was good. For some reason, I liked Eddie.
Eddie
with Whoopi Goldberg.
I don't think I ever seen that. It's an 80s movie?
90s kind of
I don't think I ever saw
thing. It. Whoopi plays like the ultimate New York Knicks fan. It's a comedy, of course, right? She's like the ultimate Knicks fan, and through just sheer luck and consequence, she ends up being the coach of the team.
Okay.
And it's like trying to
Dennis Rodman's in this? Okay, I might watch this now. Yeah, it came out in 96.
Well, I mean, he was on one of the other teams,
that's
right?
Why I was in the Bahamas. That's why I never heard of it. But yeah. Okay.
But it was like her trying to teach these grown men to rethink how they play, kind of thing, instead of just being superstars, right? So like she ends up playing like one of the older players in place of one of the new hot shot players, and they end up winning, and they start doing good, and she starts caring about the team and caring about the players individually with what they're going through, and because of that they start winning, right? Because they start respecting her. So yeah, who else is it? Dennis Farina's in it. whole bunch of people.
Yeah,
So
Frank,
it's a good movie.
Frank Langella.
Mm.
Oh yeah, and Kurt Rambis, who we just saw in the second episode, Mr. Glasses with the tape in the middle there, the spaz glasses, was the head coach of the Lakers in that movie.
Yep. So, yeah, it's worth a watch. It's definitely worth a watch.
All right, on to some heels. Some dystopia versus...
another show where the father killed himself.
Yeah. I'm sensing a theme here in this episode.
But we find out a lot more as to why.
Yeah. Well, I like the name of this episode. Who the hell is the Condamned? Okay, people are still trying to pronounce it. Is it Condemned? Is it Condemned? Okay. Yeah, lots of flashbacks in these two episodes. Yeah. And Ted Turner somehow. Yeah. Turner Network was interested at one point in the...
Yeah, WCW.
Yeah, that's right. And we got a younger version of Wild Bill, too.
Yeah. And Willie.
Yeah. I actually thought that when they showed Crystal defecting to Dystopia, I actually thought that was going to happen. Like
this was a thing, right?
Because that's the last thing the audience sees is her signing the contract. So I was just confused by. I mean, sure, ultimately she might make the jump anyway because we learned that they really want her back.
Gully still wants her, yeah.
And they'll take Willie as a front house manager, which he's never. So, but I'm just curious, like. I mean, you know more about wrestling than me. I thought that she'd have to play that con up a bit more rather than, go back to wrestling for Jack. So I was just a bit confused by that.
Well, they could have pulled a thing where, she was contractually obligated. She can't jump ship unless she finishes her contract, blah, 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 blah. So, I mean, they could probably play a few loopholes with regards to that, to keep her, that she's still in. But, I mean... I think there's something else brewing because that streaming guy was there to see Dystopia, but now he's like courting the DWL. So Gully's going to be much pissed about that.
Yeah. Well, did you like the little Arrow reunion there when their first scene together? That's what's his name from Arrow. He played the villain. What's that weird name that he had there? Damn it.
Oh yeah.
I can't forget. I just had it.
He was Vigilante, wasn't he?
Yes. Yeah. No. No. It was something else. Damn it. What's his name? Josh Segura.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think the actor's name is Josh Segura. Yeah, that's it. He kind of came on in the later season. He was in the.
He was a DA, right?
Yeah, but he had that alter.
Alter
ego there.
I think it was Vigilante. I'm not sure. Not our Peacemaker Vigilante, but
yeah.
A version of. But
well, no, what'd you think of it?
Well, you know what? I mean,
no, sorry, he played Prometheus. That was it.
Prometheus. Okay.
Yeah, so we had a little Prometheus and Oliver Queen reunion.
Yeah. No, you know what? I mean, all in all, I think we got a lot of information we didn't have before, especially with the flashbacks, right? We know that King Spade wasn't feeling all that kingly anymore, right?
Yeah, we also
everything was kind of
find out that Bill lent him almost $500,000 too, right? Just without even getting it back.
Exactly. So, like, there's a lot of shit going on there, and even still, like, I don't know that he should have just graciously waited for Ted Turner and, but did his pride get in the way?
Yeah, but he's a Southern boy, right? So
make a man wait.
Well, that's what billionaires do, right? Christ, even Lorne Michaels does that to new cast members. He's famous for that. Makes them wait like 3 or 4 hours outside his office. They just something rich people do. What do you want? Okay, sure, it's not right, but it's their sandbox.
Yeah, exactly. So it's makes you wonder, makes you kind of go, okay, was it his pride, or was it like, his wife telling him it was over? Like you could lose the DWL. It was like everything was just falling apart and going away, and he was just like, nope, not going to do it.
Yep. Overall, I think they're 2 good episodes.
Yeah. No, I you know what? I think I really want to see the DWL kind of do well. I don't want, you see that a lot of shows where like success is just dangled in front of these people and then it's just ripped away in the most like stupid way, it's like, no, like let's put these guys on top. Let's let them have a win, right?
Yeah.
Let's give them some money, give them some fame. Well, we shall see.
Yes,
right?
Sir. Now it's time for you to shit over Ahsoka. Okay.
Well, I don't know that I'd shit all over it, but I mean, again, I'm not invested in the character, right?
Yeah, well, neither of us watched Rebels, so I would assume for those Rebel people, seeing these characters come to life must be a big thing. But it's a huge thing. I always did like the look of Harrison Dula anyway, and I like Sabine Wren. I knew who they were, and I like the look, so they're pretty damn near bang on with the actors and actresses they chose. But I thought some were really slow. Like, actually, the scenes with Ahsoka I found really slow. Like, could she walk any slower? Could she talk any? I'm like, ooh, yeah, it's moving at a snail's pace here. And they're dropping some big, like, world-changing stuff. Like, now we find out they can go to other galaxies beyond their known galaxy.
Right.
Anyone could have the Force now. That was only hinted at in Return of the Jedi. So, yeah, they're kind of breaking with canon here a bit in this show.
Well, also for me, like I'm finding, like with a lot with these Star Wars shows, is that it's a common enemy, but just looked at from so many different sides, right?
Yeah.
It's the Empire. Okay, we got the Empire on our thing. It's different villains, yes, but they're all part of the Empire, and it's like, all right, here we go again. These guys are going to fight this group. How many different groups are out there that fought the Empire? Are we going to look at each one of them? Because they're all going to fight the Empire the same way. And the Empire is going to act the same way. Hey.
Yeah, we got a little hologram of Mon Mothma, who we haven't seen since Andor.
Yeah.
And find out, they basically think Ezra Bridger's still alive, who I guess is the, I don't know, is he a boyfriend of Sabine? Or I don't know. General Thrawn. Yeah, we know Admiral Thrawn's alive because we know who the actor is, right? But and they dropped this bomb that there's a robot who's a Jedi trainer. Like, what the? Who young? And they gave
voiced by David Tennant.
Yeah, and they gave him a Chinese name, and he teaches Jedi. Like, when Star Wars came out in '77, this is the first time we're hearing of this. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh boy. But the fight scenes and the fights in space are pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, like it's on par with what Star Wars does, right? All the shows, all the action scenes, all the things, they're all on par. But like I said, it's just, okay, here we go with the Empire again. At least Mandalorian felt more like an outlaw kind of thing, dealing with a lot of different stuff. The Empire shows up, but it's not as prominent in that show. Whereas this is all kind of like, yep, Empire.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Mandalorian,
Empire.
yeah, we got the return of the space whales, the Purrgil, as they're called.
Yeah.
Are you going to do something with these things, guys? Because it's really confusing. But yeah, and Morgan Elsbeth, I didn't know, who we saw in Mandalorian season 2. I didn't know she had such a big role in this show. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, this is Bruce Lee's her godfather, for God's sake. So I liked when they broke her out of prison. She was wearing a yellow and black uniform, like the one he wore in Game
Right.
of Death. I'm wondering if that was intentional.
Right. Who knows? Who knows? But I mean, like I said, it's
Well, it's only 8 episodes, so
yeah.
you
I mean,
know.
I'm intrigued enough to keep watching. Right? There's enough going on that I'm like, okay, I do want to see what happens next, but I'm not, completely enamored with it. Like, oh my God, there's another show, I got to watch it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, I almost forget. Oh yeah, Ahsoka started. Better watch that.
Yeah.
But
Hey, well, with all the strike still continuing, there's not much new content. And the million-dollar question everyone wants to know, since there's a lack of this, are you, and no pressure, are you going to watch Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon, on September 10th?
I'll give it a
even
shot.
Even though you've been away for a while from the show, so
I'll give it a shot. I mean,
just to see
I think-
Daryl in Europe is like, me, I'm in. I'm a diehard. So just the fact
Yeah.
to see the show take place in France is like freaking me out.
well, I mean, I liked Dead City.
Well,
I think with the narrow focus on a main character.
well, you
versus
also
a
like The
group.
Last of Us, correct?
Yeah.
Well, the storyline is very similar. He has to take a boy from one place to another, just like The Last of Us. So it's a very similar storyline. If you like The Last of Us, and I think you did.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, Pedro Pascal with an orphan. How is that not a hit?
Yeah. Yep.
So, I mean, it's we're gonna see. We're gonna work. We're gonna go. And I think the new Indiana Jones is available.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that in the theater. But Blue Beetle comes out on digital on September 19.
Ooh, we're gonna have fun with that.
And Dune, for some reason, which was supposed to come out in November, got pushed to March of 2024.
Few things got pushed.
Well, those are the two main ones that the main one I know about, but I know, well, actually, Walking Dead just got permission to restart filming on two sequel shows. So they approached the Academy or whatever and said so they have permission to. But I definitely, Dune got pushed to.
Well, a lot of the Marvel stuff got pushed too.
Yeah, I read about one, but I couldn't remember which one it was.
Well, Echo.
Oh yeah, Echo.
Daredevil.
Yeah.
All that got
Echo's supposed to
pushed.
come out Echo I think is still supposed to come out November 29th, I think. But Loki's.
Yeah, but now it's pushed to 2024.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Great. And they were going to release that whole show at once.
Not anymore. Or they might, but it ain't coming anytime soon.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Well,
no, if you were looking for something to watch, guess what? You're into reruns.
oh yes. Yeah, so Echoes, it's January 2024 now. No official date, but yeah, definitely January. But all the episodes will come out.
So next time we're going to be reviewing Captain Ron.
Captain Ron, yeah. Well,
Kurt Russell and Martin Short.
well, also coming out in September. I don't know if I get the channel. So Welcome to Wrexham season 2 is out on September 12th on FX.
Oh, that should be good.
So
That'll be
I
good,
get
yeah.
the channel. I get the channel, so I can just watch it like that. But
Oh, and an update.
Yep.
Paramount Plus now has all the Star Wars stuff.
yeah,
On.
yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
Yeah, went on. Voyager's there, Deep Space Nine, Strange New Worlds, Picard. The whole gambit is all on Paramount Plus Canada.
Oh,
for those that
you can actually get into Discovery if you're bored. Or at least
Well,
a
you
season,
never
or at least a
know.
season we first saw Pike get introduced, Pike and Spock.
Yeah. Lower Decks is on there too. I've been told so many times I have to watch Lower Decks.
Yeah. Did you watch the Rebel Moon trailer? Zack Snyder's.
No, I haven't. I saw it. And I was kind of like,
so good.
Yeah?
Yeah. He approached Disney to make this. He wanted a standalone Star Wars movie with his characters, and Disney said no. We use our characters. So I think Disney made a huge mistake because this thing is like world building, world defining. What he did. I mean, yeah, it's pretty awesome. That'll come out on December 22nd.
yeah, I got to check that out. I saw it. I just haven't had a chance to check it yet, but definitely looking to check it for sure. But yeah, I'm trying to think of what else is happening.
I don't know.
Not much, eh?
No, it was a pretty. Well, I mean, he wasn't an actor, but rest in peace, Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah.
He kind of was the soundtrack for about 10 years of my life there in Club Med. But, yeah. Now he in Margaritaville forever.
Margaritaville, yeah, for sure. No. But, yeah, all quiet on the front. Oh, we started a new season of Fortnite.
Yeah, with this silly new, I guess, I don't know if you call it ranking system or llama, whatever, you have to get 2 or 3 kills a game, and it goes up to mythic. So it's just like ranked. So, but it's nothing you weren't going to do anyway. You probably were going to get 2 kills and finish top 16, top 22.
Well, yeah, exactly. So, it's just one of those,
and big deal.
You're
You
gonna
get
do it
a
anyway.
different color back, I mean, so yeah. I'm not focusing on it. It happens. I mean, I was
so what do you think of the new POIs? Does it kind of remind you of some of the old places?
Not really. I mean,
Imagine Order was in charge, and we had all the bunkers.
No, I mean it's fun. It's fun to go in the odd vault and see the giant chug jug, or I mean, just for the weapons. But
yeah.
I go on TikTok and look at old, today I watched a video from season 7 of Fortnite, and the way the guy shot this, I mean, that is probably my most favorite season. More and more that I see season 7, that was the best Christmas one they had. I mean, this guy shot like a movie for season 7. Every comment was like, "Oh my God, I was crying. I used to skip school just to play this season. This is the best season ever." So I just go back.
Which one was season 7?
Season 7, it just had everything. Like I can send you a video. The one I just saw, it's just, I don't know. It just had everything. Every good thing you loved about Fortnite was in that season. All the whole map was amazing, and that was the best Christmas one they ever had. I don't know. It was just awesome. But some guy put some smart guy, what the DreamWorks logo looks like with that crescent moon.
Yeah.
Some guy actually did that. He fished off the crescent moon. I think it was at night. And some guy filmed. He goes, "Look at this guy. He thinks he's in a fucking DreamWorks logo." And it's true. It looks just like the logo.
Oh yeah, that was the season we got Sergeant Winter and Remus, the puppy on the back there.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you used to love that.
I haven't changed. This is true. I have not changed my wrap since season 7. When that red came out that Christmas, that's been my wrap. I have never changed it, even to become more camouflage. Nope, I have not changed my wrap since season 7. People.
And the get funky emote there.
Yeah. No, well, this morning I got killed by a briefcase. I got so mad that I carry 2 of those mothers now, and you let's see how you like it now, buddy. So yeah, that is not fun in Final 2.
Did I play season 7 with you, or did I play season 8?
Well, no, we started at 4, but don't forget we weren't winning anything in season 4. If you recall, we couldn't. Whether it was duo or no, we weren't winning anything. Yeah, we were playing a lot of Rumble. Yeah. Or we would go in, and I remember we had hoverboards at one point.
I don't remember getting the Ice King or the onesie, or maybe I wasn't buying the Battle Pass at that time.
Possible, but I know I started in 4 because that's when it became a available on the Switch. You know, if it become available sooner, I would have downloaded sooner. And then I remember FaceTiming you to show you some stuff, and then you wanted to wait until you got a headset. I think for Christmas. So then I think we picked it up a bit later, but
maybe I didn't get to 100 before the season ended, and
possible.
I didn't get the Ice King. Yeah, because I don't have the Ice King. I've got Trog. I've got the Carbon and Gold Wrap, the Rickety Runner glider, Ramirez. The
tactical glider also came out that season for Christmas, which is my favorite glider of all time. Tactical sleigh. Sorry.
yeah, exactly. I don't think I got onesie.
Well, every now and then I buy a skin from those seasons from 4, 5, 6. You know, I mean, if it's decent, not too expensive, I'll buy it just for nostalgia.
Yeah. But the planes and the
and newer players are mad that they weren't playing then, or they can't get any of those battle pass skins. That they're so angry.
Frosty Flights, baby.
Yes.
Frosty Flights, the Viking Village.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was those.
I tell you, I think after seeing that other video today, season 7, by far my favorite. I mean, I like something of every season. There's always something you're going to miss, but 4 years from now, we'll be like, oh, remember chapter 3, season 3.
I almost feel like doing the whole Archie Bunker thing. Those were the days.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Happy Hamlet.
Yes, Happy Hamlet. Perfect
The Peak.
At Christmas.
Haunted Hills. Junk Junction.
See? You can't beat that.
No, I agree with you. We had a lot of fun. I mean, we were way at the time, because we were so new, way outclassed in playing duos or squads.
Well, forget skill-based matchmaking. We're placed with PC users that were just using us as target practice. There was absolutely zero. I mean, people still argue there's still no skill, but no, it was, guys, if you're complaining now, it was a whole other level back then.
Oh yeah,
everyone was thrown in the same pot.
Yeah, so I mean, Wailing Woods. Risky Reels, Lazy Links.
Yep.
Loot Lake, Tomato Temple. The Temple. Gotta love the Temple.
That was all good. It wasn't really
Lonely
a bad
Lodge.
spot.
Fatal Fields, Lucky Landing. Yeah. See, Epic should upgrade all of these old maps and make it like that you can go into whatever season and play those maps. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, a perfect world.
Dusty Divot, Salty Springs. I even miss Retail Row.
Yeah.
And Pleasant Park. Even though those were just a nightmare to get through. And the planes. I miss the planes. How much did I love flying those planes?
How much did I love emoting on your wing?
I remember a time where I dove into the volcano and came out the other end. The guy was like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and the frozen Greasy Grove frozen underneath the ice.
Yeah.
I'm all nostalgic now.
Bring us season 7.
Yeah. If Epic Games ever did Fortnite Legacy and choose your island, have everything that you got going in, right? You're just playing the older islands.
Yeah, or even have us vote and like, okay, we can only do one. We'll pick a season from 1 to X, and here's the vote.
Yeah.
I get how it would be monstrous to, even though they could afford it, be monstrous to probably do where you can go into the map with all those players and, yeah, it would be a headache.
Considering how much they're having trouble keeping the glitches off of this platform.
Yeah. People already have exposed the glitch with the rocket launcher in cars, so, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it's just the salty players that follow you across the map just to kill you.
Yeah, I haven't had one of those in a while, but yeah,
there's 100 more assholes out there. Go after them.
Yeah, well, I remember 2 seasons ago. I even timed it. This guy followed me for like 17 minutes, and I was just using riffs and shockwaves and boats, and he's like, I'm thinking, oh, you want to get nuts? I'll keep this stupidity up, Would not let me go for 17 minutes.
Yeah. Nah. Lately, actually, I've been doing trying to do the challenges, and I'm like, sometimes I'm dying in the storm, just like, oh yeah.
Well, you notice that the first storm, it lasts longer, right? It's about a minute longer. Like the first storm circle, like you have more time to grab stuff. I didn't know they made that change, but I noticed it right away. Like, oh, okay, I got more time. But yeah, I've won a few just by people, misjudging the storm or fighting in the storm.
Yeah. Well, that's just it. You think, okay, well, I'm just gonna raid this thing, chug my spray. But then you're finding it's going down so fast that it's taking up a lot more spray to get you back up to up to 100, right?
Yeah, and based on the geography, I've killed myself more with shockwaves than I care to admit. Like just because the angle was wrong, I didn't have the right angle on it, and
so backwards. And
I've handed I don't know how many solo victories this season, like just from a bad angle or he's just got the high ground. I can't get up there for whatever reason. But backwards into the storm, I've done that more times than I care to tell.
Yeah. Although I think my the funniest one for me was when I lost power right when I was about to win.
Ooh, yeah, been there.
I was there. I had a gold explosive repeater. I knew the guy was coming out of the storm. I had a bead. Ready to go, power goes out.
Well, yeah, if it's not Epic Games booting you, then it's your power going out. But
yeah. I swear. But hey, new season, new stuff.
Yep.
And we knew Ahsoka was going to make it into the.
Oh yeah, she'll be out at a later date.
Although. So far, the only new skin I like is the first one there. What's his Nolan? What's his name? But in the tactical gear.
Yeah. Yeah, and I can't believe, like, Cabby Lay. Yeah, I mean, sure, the guy was funny on TikTok. The guy made a whole career out of not saying anything. I can't believe, because I follow a lot of streamers. I think that's kind of a slap in the face to people that deserve the icon skin, like Clicks or any of these other guys that have thousands and tens of thousands of viewers. I don't think you should just hand it to Cabula. I'm like, and the guy doesn't even play Fortnite, so that's like, really?
Yeah, that's. I don't know. Just playing to the crowd, and it's just like
not cool. Epic, give it to Clicks.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many different things you'd want to see. Like, what was there talking? There's still talk about Ninja Turtles being in Fortnite.
Yeah, well, how many times do I have to watch a steaming sewer and still no turtle? So people.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it'll happen when it'll happen, and whatever.
I mean, the Turtles Mayhem movie just came out on streaming, I think, as well.
Yeah, and everyone's like, "Why didn't you do a tie-in, guy?" Oh, whatever. Maybe there's rights and money, whatever, but. I do believe it'll be in the game at one point, but who knows when.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a no-brainer. Ninja Turtle skins in Fortnite, it's a no-brainer if you ask me. They already have turtle back shell backpacks. They already have them. So.
Oh, you know what?
And gliders.
You put the group out, right? So it's a group bundle. You get all 4.
Yeah, you get pizza backpacks, turtle backpacks. I don't know what their glider would be, but you would know better than me. But harvesting tool would be their swords. But what would the glider be?
Hero in a half shell kind of.
The ooze.
The ooze. The pizza truck that they drive.
Yeah, that would probably be the only thing they could do.
But they have to ride it, or a skateboard. They'd have to ride it like a skateboard.
Yeah.
They're always skateboarding through the sewers, but yeah, I mean, each one's back bling could be their weapons, right?
Yep.
Although, yeah, Michelangelo pulls them from the back. The only one who holds them on the sides is Raphael with the sides. Donatello's on the back, Leonardo's on the back, so, pull they did it with Cap, right? He pulls the shield, that's the harvesting, puts it back,
Yeah.
They can do that. And I mean, they've done some really good stuff with bow staffs. Who was it? Was it Gambit? Actually twirls it like a bow staff.
I never got that skin.
So, Epic Games. I still think they got to be able to make things rideable, in like gliders that you can ride versus surf on.
Yeah,
because Ghost Riders needs to be riding his motorcycle in.
That's right.
If we can ride the fucking animals, we can ride the vehicles.
Yeah.
We're already riding motorcycles. How is that different?
Yeah.
No, but hey, I digress.
All right, let's digress out of here, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let's call it.
All right. Okay, gang. Tune in next time. This has been Butcher Bay Rejects. I'm Mark.
I'm Greg. See you next time, nerds.
Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.
You can find us on all our social media. You can search Butcher Bay Rejects on YouTube, at Bay Rejects on Twitter, at Butcher Bay Rejects on Facebook, as well as at Butcher Bay Rejects on TikTok. You can also find us on our website, butcherbayrejects.com. And you can find us on all the podcast platforms, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, Alexa TuneIn, iHeartRadio, and Pandora. Thank you for listening, and tune in again.